Hi, welcome to episode 15 of my Rimatomics Rimefeller playthrough, and I'm going to welcome you to Transazon's Breakdown 21. After being rebuffed by Noriko and being rebuffed by Kim and being depressive by nature, he went on another insulting spree, being on number 21 in his second life. He already got killed because he's so depressive, I guess. I don't know. Poor guy. So now he runs after people again and starts to insult everyone. So I'm going to shut down this mess. I don't have a prison cell available. Oh man. Of course, my prison cell is taken. So I'm going to call out a prison cell here at the corner. There. Boom. Prison. Also, I have decided another very, very important thing. After Sir Humps is now being promoted into a space cowboy due to the technological advancement of the Sekhmet tribe, I have decided that it's definitely time to turn Sir Humps into Mr. Humps, because that's just going with the time. I guess I have to cut that shorter because there we go. I felt like Sir Humps didn't feel right on a space cowboy, so Mr. Humps, welcome. And Mr. Humps, the sheriff in town, has to do his job. So, because insulting sprees are just flat out dangerous. People run around your base insulting people and spreading mood debuffs for days, just like crazy. It's one of the strongest spreading mood debuffs in the game, in the manner that once somebody has it, he'll spread chaos on the whole base, on the whole faction, because he'll run around and provoke more and more breakdowns. It's just bad. That's why in the later stages of the game, when my colonies get big like that, I tend to arrest insulting sprees and release them afterwards, because everything else is just a total mess. So I'm releasing there, and yeah, he's already doing that. So what's happening now with Transazon is I'm denying him of his catharsis, and he's having some debuff for a week because he was imprisoned. But honestly, the loss of mood here, if you look at global loss of mood and the whole colony, is way lower if I do it like that. It's something I keep explaining a lot, but I like to emphasize it because I feel like it's a very annoying breakdown. So we have livestock wranglers. Let's check those out, eh? Okay. Did I have anybody better at trading than Mr. Humps? Yeah, Keiko. The con artist is actually a better trader. Who would have thought about that, huh? So, well, let's call Tomoko Interstellar. I can use money for sure. Livestock wranglers are basically buying your animals in bigger amounts, and they also always sell the most crazy things. So I want to sell those huskies. They migrated voluntarily into my area, and I felt like, sure, why not? Definitely not going to kill them, but I don't need them too much either. So I'm really considering buying a male specimen to the segment there. I don't know. Tempting, isn't it? But it's also, look at that. Those cats are so damn costly. Maine Coon are pretty awesome, though, due to the fact that you can give them some advanced training. That really makes them outstanding among the cats. Apart from that, I can only sell some more leathers to them. So, what up here? I have so many animals in this colony, I'm really considering selling some more. But, no. No. That's okay. I have a lot of bonded animals as well, so I don't want to lose them either. But it brought me some silver, and I just now hope that Transazon will either resist the breakdown or turn his fury into something different, like trying to kill Mr. Humps or something like that. That's way less productive. And less dangerous, of course. So the hospital area here is coming along quite nicely. With the silver we just acquired, the sterile tiles are not too problematic anymore. So, Manhunter pack. A pack of manhunting sheep. Oh man. Look at the army. 35 manhunting sheep coming in. Oh my god. I need a missile launcher. Oh dear. That's a lot. So. Alright. So how do we do this? I consider it absolutely foolish to assume that I'm able to kill off all these beasts at the barricades. So I want to have a backup plan. That means we're going to hold open those doors, and this is going to be the corridor where we will, I guess, make the final stand against the manhunting sheep. Look at them. This is perhaps one of the most ridiculous threats I've seen in my life, and I'm only laughing so hard because it's actually so friggin' dangerous. It's not like this is harmless. This ain't harmless at all. These are 35 sheep, and they will overwhelm my colonists easily if I let them. So, beware. What kind of madness is this? So, the sheep are actually coming in more quickly than I anticipated them. But luckily the fortifications are keeping them away from us, and it looks like they're spreading into two attack formations. That's really good for us. Another really good thing, the doors are open. And now Pheasant is the last one to join the fight, and her choice of pathing seems rather poor to me. Like, no, come on, Pheasant. You can't go like that. That's just friggin' suicide. I have to send her away and accept that she'll be not part of this fight due to the sudden appearance of these. Like, gotta admit, they really hopped into the scene very, very suddenly. We barely managed to assemble a whole squad. Jackie ain't here in time, which is a pity because she's one of my best shots. So, I want Pheasant, like, there, and, oh man, it's gonna be a pain to micromanage that. And I suddenly realized that we're really lacking a door here. Like, horribly. If Pheasant was a good constructor, I would send her to deconstruct one of those walls and hop in. Okay, so let's manage the crowd. Mr. Humps should be actually out there. Yeah, I want to have him here for the tanking, and Kim as well. So Stork and Noriko, Transazon, Keiko will stand here with Rarazodas and Tiberius. Okay. And Jackie coming in here like that. Okay. So let's see how quickly we can kill them. This front is clearing them out quite quickly. That's good. So let's take a short moment to analyze the situation. I have a breach here in front of me. This cluster of 6 will break through. I can't imagine that I will be able to clear those in time. And, well, what about those? It's quite annoying, isn't it? I don't want to leave the scene already, so, but, oh my. We gotta retreat the marksman now. Like, as you can see, oh, that was close already. Okay, let's close the gap with Mr. Humps, or no, actually the animals are tanking quite well, and there we go. This is where we make our stand. This is actually abusing the game mechanics quite hard, but I don't mind. The game's actually abusing the mechanics against me quite hard as well. Ooh. Not again! We have another dead cat. And it was bonded to Mr. Humps. Oh man, he's going to be angry for a long time again. But well, we're not going to have any issues with food for a while. None at all. So let's appreciate the good things about that. So here we go. Everything went fine. So Jackie, man, she lost a toe. Alright, quite painful. He lost a toe as well. What the heck? So, looks like the sheep went for the toes. Oof. Well, let's take a short breather and let's go for another research topic. I kind of like researched the auto doors in between and forgot a new topic. Let's check. That was a fun fight. Honestly, I enjoyed that one. I hope you did as well. Alright, what to do next? Hospital beds sure sound like a nice thing to do. I want those. That's good. Okay. Oof. Well, they ripped apart the defenses on this side of the on this flank here, though. Man, that was I really gotta deny them no. They got access to this area way too quickly for my taste. So enemies entering the map straight ahead from this side are knocking at my door way too quickly. Wow, that's brutal. So that's something I have to change. And also, can somebody please tend my colonists? Oh, yeah, of course, I forgot Pheasant. It always ends like this. It's the typical scenario where I need to micromanage a single person, and I strongly intend to not forget, and that's where I already lost it. Okay. I don't want to bother Mr. Humps. He's smoking one because he has lost somebody who's close to him. Let's send Tiberius for the treatment here, and let's check out the animals. I seem to lack a mod here, which gives me medical alerts for animals as well. Yeah, Fluffy's Animals tab is something I need here as well. Okay, gotta update that at some point. Okay, but all the animals are quite okay. Mr. Humps is in a depressive state, and he's going to solve his problems. and it might be not okay, but if the old cat is gone, buy a new one. It's okay, Mr. Humps. You have to relieve your pain somehow, and we have to have another cat. So, the segment tribe is named after this iconic cat, so here we go. You are our next segment. All hail segment. There we go. I don't know if this is the 4th or 5th. Can anybody tell? I've stopped counting. And the series is already going for quite a long time. So you probably can keep better track of that if you're binging it than I am while I'm recording these series. So Mr. Humps is now having it on the arcade. Man, this place has grown quite lovely. Considering that once upon a time, they all cuddled up in this cave here. Or, no, it was this cave. We had a barracks of these five people here. Rarazotus, Pheasant, Stork, Transazent, and Red. May he rest in peace. He's Red in the ruby sarcophagus. Yeah. Now we're at this. So, what about the sheep, though? They're bleeding out now, aren't they? So, with these amounts of animals, I have to micromanage the whole hauling process of these, for sure. Because this is some typical scenario where things just not get hauled away and precious meat just rots. I don't like that. So, 35 sheep. I'm still having a hard time digging that. Rebuffed by Kim 3 times. Kim, come on, what's wrong with you? She's psychically sensitive and kind. And she doesn't want to have a partner here. Or she doesn't like the people in the tribe. Okay. Do I have anybody busy enough on the hauling? I mean, the animals of the tribe are all trained at the hauling. How long until this spoils? 2.4 days. So I have time to wait one day and see how much gets just transported away naturally. Probably not gonna work out well. But let's say I'm going to wait until 16 o'clock on the next afternoon to see what happens here. And I mean, these guys have even friggin' marble toilets now. How cool is that? I think that's quite cool. I also like how the throne room went. And all that's left is this quest. I think then we would have the promotion of Stork. I don't know. So thanks to Moko Interstellar, you guys came just at the right time. And this Psychic Soothe hits the spot for my colony. So that'll calm down Transazent, and even Mr. Humps will dig through his loss easier. It's only -8, his life ain't that horrible. And he is still having high buffs from mastering the other animals. Great. Alright. So I'm going to have the hospital area here on delay until I have managed to build the hospital beds, because I feel like I want them. Okay, that's built. I want this spot built on a high-tech level, but I also want at least one hospital to treat any emergencies or stuff like that. I mean, if anything would have went wrong here, I would have had a pretty short wait. But talking about pretty short waits, I have to improve that. This is not ideal. I need to have access from this side as well. Wes and Kim are welding away. I like that. For a segment. Look at that! They instantly formed another bond. It's meant to be. Great. I'm quite surprised about that one. Well, it's meant to be. So, the sharp Indian elephants. 14 manhunting elephants. Man, no. I'm not gonna do that. It's only faction goodwill and a sci-fi focus helmet. And I'm not going to wrestle with 14 elephants for a tinfoil hat and some goodwill of the local nobles. No thanks. So, just like I thought, so far, nobody did anything about the corpses here. So, who's my main hauler? Pheasant. And she's also busy with a lot of other things. Noriko. Let's check what Noriko is doing. Noriko's busy crafting. Yeah, I have overridden that. So Pheasant is basically the only person available for that job. Okay, let's micromanage her for some big ol' sheep haul. I mean, look at that. She's going to be busy the whole day. But I don't want this to go bad, because it's so valuable. I just got a huge influx of leather as well. Not only meat, leather too. And I can do a very, very huge amount of kibble as well. So let's do it like that. And I'm going to allow all the meat. Because lately I figured that if you have enough meat available, I prefer the configuration to produce a certain amount of kibble and then to stop producing kibble. Because we're going to have meat for years. No, not for years, but for a year at least, I guess. Transporting away this stuff is actually quite some ordeal. So I want to send some other colonists as well for to support Pheasant here a little bit, because it's just way too much work for a single person. Whoa, Wes is actually suffering quite hard from his addictions. But, well, I don't mind. I'll let him live and die at his own will. He's a grown-up, he can decide what he wants to do. That's one of the big things about the Rimworlds. It's the freedom to ruin your life as in the way you want it. So, advanced fabrication would give me the ability to craft my own advanced components, but that's the thing I really want to achieve. Right now, at least. Let's check out my other options. Since the lean components sure sound nice too. Being able to craft my components there should be really good. So you see, even though I stopped Transaction's insulting spree, bottom line, his insulting spree triggered Jackie into a breakdown there. Actually happened. Wow. Came unexpected to me. Well, I wonder what will happen if he's going to hang around that psychic addiction for a longer time. I just realized that I kind of like never had somebody with that kind of problem there. So I'm sending people to haul some sheep as well. It's so much work to do, and I don't want to waste them. Alright. Looks like I have to let Pheasant off the hook here. She gotta take a break there. Wes, chemical damage. Oh yeah. I was just looking at it and thinking about it. So his right kidney is suffering from a deficiency there. Like I said, his choice of death. Also, we maybe are able to replace that kidney. It's the 56th century. Huh. So, as a matter of fact, I personally think if we would live in a world where the physical damages of drugs could be repaired that easily, this would at least lead us to a complete re-evaluation of the topic of drugs and addictions in general. Damn. Had a pretty hard migraine today, and this always ends up with my speech a little bit harder than usual, but it's gone. The pain is gone. I'm feeling well again, actually, but I always notice that when I record after that, the problems malinger a little bit afterwards. I hate migraines, but well, who doesn't, hey? Alrighty. Those sheep are pretty close to spoiling. Amazing amounts. So, I think today I'll have to pressure a little bit harder with the hauling there. And it's going to be quite a lot of work to chop these up. Alright. So, let's check. Why is Mushinto getting, oh, yeah, okay. I'm okay with that, actually. A plague is nothing to trifle with, and I don't want to risk his life. Oops. She's tending to a donkey? Is it the donkey with the asthma? No, with a carcinoma. Oh, poor thing. Okay. So, let's haul some animals. No, Rosotus, you're not mining today. No. Alright, Keiko, you're not mining today. Crafting today. Okay, let's check how many of the sheep we get haul away now. Oh, the Patparacha Royal bed is done. Owner Trensazen, huh? Hear ye, hear ye. Definitely not, my friend. Definitely not. This is going to be Stork's new room, but wasn't Stork with yeah, he's married with Pheasant, so this is going to be Pheasant and Stork's room. Oh, I do like the red outlining on the Patparaja bed. Okay. So the Sheepocalypse is the right term, is now in my freezer, so it's now on ice. Yum. Imagine all these burgers. Man, they're going to feast. We're going to dine well there. Okay. And I also noticed something I wanted to do since quite a while. Well, no, not like this. I want to get some butchering spot inside the freezer, but ultimately I feel like this whole area is not. It's very close calculated in terms of space and room and space usage, you know. However, we're doing quite fine. So the sheeps are now in the freezer, and I've seen somebody. Yeah, there. Arizotis is mining out the steel. Ah, the reserves we had here. I remember there was a meteorite shower a quite long time ago, and yeah. So we are having steel. No problems with steel at all, now that I look at it. The synthylene components will help a lot. Wow, look at it go. It's amazing progress. So I also now have insane amounts of plain leather available. I should really consider doing things with plain leather a lot. Like maybe add some rugs here and there. So I don't have any plain leather right now. Amazing. Well, that's gonna change. Okay. Yeah, we are even having now a assault rifle left over, I guess. So Mr. Humps doesn't need a rifle. He's got a sword. I could give Wes a assault rifle, but the service rifle is not really worse. Noriko is having a PDW. You're okay with the PDW. I could go to give Kim though this one. Yeah, she's one recipient, and Keiko is non-violent. Okay, so she's the last one to need a new gun here. There we go. She can't even wield both of them? Sick. I'm pretty surprised that doesn't exceed her carrying limit, but okay. Let's give this a blue light. It's blue stork after all, you know. Blue statue, blue light, blue stork. Makes sense, doesn't it? So, did we already chop up a sheep? Do I have plain leather again? No, I don't. Amazing. That's pretty surprising to me. Sorry. It still baffles me the amount of sheep here. But I'm going to get past it, promise. Next episode, for sure. I have such a high demand on components that I would actually be well with a second assembly bench, but I can't afford that. Oh, we're out of gas. No. Somebody get up and refine some. So we have a new quest, the Titanic building, and it's actually pretty titanic. 41 on 19. And we're going to protect it, or else 16 insect hives will spawn now. Come on, guys. You gotta be kidding me. They want us to build a palace and then defend it. Oh, luckily it's raining. So, poor Pheasant, her day starts with a night shift. But it was quite important to at least create a day's surplus of chem fuel. Alright, there we go. Well, the big sheep hauling did had its price. Okay. There's a lot of agaves here, but it's not like I'm in shortage of food. I got a new resupply in Devilstrand. Nice. So we're going to make some new dusters for sure, but not today. Okay. Ooh, we're doing the blue lamp here. Oh, can't wait for it. Can't wait for it. Oh, come on, Wes. You're such an addict. Yeah, then Kim goes to do your job. Look at that. So, I feel like I want to do more on that. Let's check out the no, the slabs here. Can I do some blue slabs here? Oh, I still have aquamarine. Yeah, can't do blue slabs. So, whatever might happen. Aquamarine was right. This is Blue Stork's base after all, so we can afford a little bit of aquamarine flooring here in front of his throne room. I think that's only adequate. That's good. These are 28. That makes up for 60 and more than I actually have. Oh no. Okay. I just hope that I'll get new aquamarines at some point. I mean, I can try to buy them at some point. At least that's in term of some kind of goal. Or maybe there are some lying around here somewhere. It's not impossible. Maybe I'll get lucky here. But I do like the idea of mixing in some blue elements. I mean, plasteel would be a contender too, but yeah, whatever. I guess I'm going to find some new aquamarine between the lines on some trade expedition or such. I'm pretty sure. Until then, it's going to take a while until everything here is done. But that's okay. This whole series is a pretty long-term project, so... I mean, I'm still short of components. Even though, whenever I look here, Keiko is doing the magic. And the components are just, well, always empty, you know? Okay. So there I'm out of resources, right? Right. Oh, almost. But it's looking kind of groovy. I like it. So let's order some more smoothing here. And Transseason it went into days. But that's okay. Considering how much workforce I have, I can carry a poor, depressive guy in my colony without problems. Yay, we can now make components out of syntholine and steel. Deep wells are also available now. Well, not too interested right now. Artificial ecosystems, well, no. Sprinklers enhances the growth of surrounding plants. That sounds quite delightful for my more demanding plants, like around the trees and Devil Strand. Sure sounds like a good thing. Alright friends, it's sadly about time. As much as I enjoy playing here, we have to cut this episode for today. So feel free to drop me a comment down below. Did you enjoy the Sheepocalypse as much as I did? So yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys. Apart from that, feel free to support this video, this series, and my channel with a like, a share with your friends, or even a subscription to this channel if you want to really be helpful. Do whatever feels great to you. Don't mind if you don't. I don't mind either. I just hope you come back for the next episode as well. See you guys then. Bye-bye.